First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's able to find Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Throwing is Mariota. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he'll go Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Now he's forced out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And McManus able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st down, Trubisky. That's complete to Darboh. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now Trubisky on first down. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Thompson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mariota steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, Mariota being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action. Mariota staying on his feet. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set up! 180! Gotta go!
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Where are they, team?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And some space here. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action now, Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And pressure gets to him again. Jurrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
drill. Red, up. Hey, gotta go. Red, up.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, are a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Second and goal from the 1.
Red, up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Well, they've been
somebody call for the queen.